We are almost at the end of September, which you know what that means in Pokemon Go? October. And in October, we have amazing events, but most importantly, we have to know what is going on in Pokemon Go in October 2024. So let's check out. Obviously, we have the shiny Zamazenta. We have already announced an amazing event that we'll talk about with the shiny Galarian birds that I already covered, but let's get into details. Welcome to the Trader Club. Here we go. First and foremost, we have the new Dynamax into the mix, so we're gonna have some new updates for Dynamax probably going on each and every month from here to the foreseeable future. So if this is not your biggest or most favorite part of the game, please make sure to just understand what's going on and then skip over it. So as far as our Dynamax Pokemon, we have the starters that were just released. We have Dynamax Grookey, Dynamax Scorbunny, and Dynamax Sobble, and then also the Dynamax Phalanx, and then a question mark as well. So it looks like at some point during this time, we're gonna be getting some type of Dynamax Pokemon as well. I would say that potentially one that's going to line up with the Halloween event would be my guess here, because October has usually a very, very pronounced and big and fun Halloween event that is going to be usually robust, and hopefully that's going to be the case this year as well. As far as our 5-star raids, they are lining up as such. From the 4th all the way to the 14th, we're going to have the shiny Zamazenta. I am very excited about that Pokemon being made into the game. Once again, Zacian first, Zamazenta second. This is actually going to be only the second time these Pokemon are going to be released into the game, and they now have their shiny forms, which is fantastic. From the 14th to the 28th, we're going to have the Giratina Origin form, one of a fan favorite Pokemon, pretty good ghost type attacker and fun to go after. And then from the 28th all the way until the 4th, for the 1,652nd time, we are going to be getting the Darkrai back into raids. Darkrai is a unique Pokemon because it cannot be traded. So any of those Pokemon that you do get, you will have to be able to catch it to try to get that Pokemon if you want a Hundo or a Shundo. I know a couple of people that have Shundos of that Pokemon, which is actually rare because you cannot lucky trade to be able to get that like most of the other legendaries in the game. And then as far as the Mega Raids, we're going to be going Mega Blaziken alongside the Zamazenta, and alongside the Giratina Origin form, we are going to be getting ourselves the Mega Sableye from the 14th to the 28th, and then after that we're going to be getting the Mega Bayonet. I don't really like Mega Bayonet. I think it's an okay looking Pokemon. The shiny is pretty decent, but as far as its function in the game, it is not really all that great. And then as far as Shadow Raids, we're gonna have Shadow Entei back into the raids. So it looks like Entei in November, we're gonna be getting Suicune, and then after that date, we are going to be going into potentially a new Pokemon that is going to be December, which is going to be the 2024 wrap up. So there may be something coming that maybe if we're going to get a new Shadow Pokemon in raids, that would be very exciting. Or maybe they're just going to put a couple of weekends. This is me speculating and just hoping, maybe putting it out there that somebody will be watching this, that every weekend from all of the raid Shadow weekends, such as Lugia, Ho-Oh, Mewtwo, we can have them all come back and build up until the last weekend in December, which could be something special. I don't know, but that would be a cool concept, I think. And then we have the raid hour. So on the 2nd, we have Zacian. On the 9th, we're gonna have Zamazenta. Then we're going all the way until the 16th, which we're gonna have the Giratina Origin form. And then we have 2 of those, which is also going to be on the 23rd, and then on the 30th, we're gonna be having Darkrai. And then the events. So from the 4th all the way until the 11th, we are gonna be having the Galarian Expedition event. And during this time, guys, this is gonna be where Zamazenta is out and the shiny Galarian birds will be debuted. Let me touch on the Galarian birds real quick. Are they guaranteed catches? They are not. They're gonna function similar to as Latios and Latias were functioning. So what's gonna happen if you do encounter them as a shiny? Well, more than likely, it's gonna take quite a lot of balls to be able to catch it, but they should not be able to run, meaning they do not run unless you're speed locked or something weird happens. What happens is you're just gonna have to keep throwing balls at those shinies until you eventually catch them. So that's gonna be how these shinies are handled. So rest be assured that if you do encounter one, you don't need another Master Ball to be able to catch one. It would make it easier on yourself, but you should be able to throw, I would say, Ultra Balls at this Pokemon until you catch it, which is reassuring. And then on the 5th, we're gonna have the Calm Day, and that's gonna be Swaddle. Swaddle will be 2 to 5. Squadloon will be getting Shadow Ball. This event will have 2 times catch candy in 1/4 egg hatch distance. So for everybody out there, that means you're going to want 12-kilometer eggs going into this event so that you can get the most XL candy gains for the least amount of distance walked. And then on October 12th, that's gonna be a Mega Raid Day, which may mean that we're getting a brand new Pokemon being introduced into the game. If I were to have to guess what Pokemon that might be, maybe it's Mega Wow. I'm not really 100% sure on that one, but it is a potential. From the 15th to the 17th, we're gonna have the Magnetic Study, which maybe that means we're gonna be getting the Mega Metagross. I don't know for sure, but we'll see. 19th is gonna be the Research Day, and then on October 22nd through the 28th, we're gonna have the part 1 of the Halloween event. Look like that. We're getting another good Halloween event. Hopefully the spawns are gonna be good and everything's gonna match inside of that event. That's gonna make it exciting. On October 26th to the 27th, we have a question marked event, so we'll see what that will be in the future. From the 28th through the 3rd, we're gonna be getting the Halloween part 2. And then from the 31st to the 3rd, we have another question marked event. So 2 surprise events during the middle of this, as well as a lot of things to figure out in the month of October, but it's still exciting. And then the spotlight hours are going to be Pidove on the 1st for 2 times transfer candy. The 8th will be 2 times evolution XP for the Galarian Slowpoke. And then the 15th is actually a massive event. Please make sure to put this into your calendar because we have the Shroomish for 2 times catch Stardust, and Shroomish is already a boosted Stardust Pokemon. So this is an amazing time to help yield your Stardust gains all the way to the top. Ghastly on the 22nd for 2 times catch XP, which is a little bit challenging because Ghastly is not really the most easy Pokemon to hit excellent throws on, which will also feature Duskull and Litwick, which is exciting for me. I love the spotlight hours where it's more than just one. For me personally, I think that all spotlight hours should have 2 times catch XP, should have 2 times Stardust as base rewards and 1-hour lore modules. I think that would kind of set the pace for a once a week, 1-hour event. It's not over the top, but it gets you outside that even if the Pokemon actually sucks and the bonus isn't great on top of that, like the transfer candy and yada yada yada, you still have a fun event to be able to play. And then the last spotlight hour on the 29th is a question mark Pokemon with 2 times catch candy. So that's going to be the month of October. Let me know in the comments below if there's any of these speculations that you guys like, or maybe some of these events that you have a better idea of what's happening. So thank you guys for being here as always. Love and appreciate you guys. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to Excel. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.